Well, it's another windy, westerly Wednesday. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. The temperatures have been down across New Zealand for the last 24 hours or so, but there is a change in the south. We've got a westerly wind coming out of Australia now, and the big stormy system affecting the Chatham Islands, but slowly moving away from New Zealand out to the east. The big stormy westerlies that we get at this time of the year, they continue, and New Zealand's right on the edge of it, as you can see, with low pressure down here and high pressure out near Sydney. We're on the edge of it, so the windy west to southwest winds, they continue on for Wednesday, but they do fade out tonight and then going into Thursday. So this is Thursday set up, and as you can see, the winds, the lines on the map which show where the wind is, they've disappeared. So pretty calm around northern New Zealand. It might still be a little bit breezy around Auckland. A sou'wester tends to take a little bit longer there. That's one of New Zealand's main wind tunnel areas, is through the Auckland area with the sou'wester. So that'll take a little bit longer to fade out. It might still be a couple of light showers. Down in the south, you've got a west to even northwest wind coming out of Australia to some degree, and so your temperatures will be up a little bit on where they've been, but they're still not supercharged down here in the south. It is still fairly cool. Now as we get to Friday, it gets cooler in the South Island. Here's the next cold front moving in. So it brings a burst of rain or showers to the west coast and Southland and Otago, and then later on patchier conditions move into Canterbury. There is a temperature change behind it as those southerly winds come back for a time, but as you can see when you track the origins of the isobars, again it's coming out of Australia, so you will get a bit of a temperature drop, but it won't linger very long, and just a couple of showers around the North Island. Let's go into the weekend now, and all eyes are on the subtropics, but this system is not as straightforward as you might think, because this high coming out of Australia is the main feature. It's the dominating feature. So while this system wants to come on in, this system's pushing back against it just as fast. So it's not really moving any closer to New Zealand than what you're seeing there. So we've got showers and we've got fairly windy sou'easters picking up in exposed coastal parts of the North Island on Saturday. The South Island's the other way around, a frosty start for some, high pressure rolling in. On Sunday, see what I mean? It's not actually any closer to New Zealand. The rain is still mostly offshore. The worst of the winds are mostly offshore, although they do pick up a little bit on Sunday by the looks of it. The isobars sort of squashing together a wee bit further. So it's a blustery Sunday around the North Island, especially for the northern coastal points like East Cape and maybe Coromandel and the very top of the Northland area, Bay of Islands and going up towards the far north, are all looking quite windy on Sunday. But the bulk of this system is offshore where the rain is. That high is still dominating, and we get into next week and again very little change. The low maybe a little bit closer to the North Island. The winds are a little bit stronger and a few more showers, but these are only sort of light drizzly showers, nothing significant setting in, although it is good news to see that around the areas that need it the most, but it won't be a lot. Most of the rain out at sea, that system or even storm is nearby, but the high, very powerful, 1036 hectopascals, and it's pushing back against it. Our final map is for Tuesday next week, and again, it doesn't show a great deal of change. The stormy system up here actually being pushed further northwards as the high moves across New Zealand. It'll be interesting to see though what happens once the high continues to depart eastwards. What happens with this system after that? That's what we'll be watching as we get closer into the middle and later part of next week. But as you can see for now, we've still got the west to southwest winds dominating and high pressure to some degree on the way for the weekend. That is all from me. We'll see you again tomorrow with our next update.